Welcome back, guys. I can't believe it, but we have a new mutation in the aviary again. A while back, I did a couple of different videos showing you some of the different parrot finch mutations that I was getting in the aviary and some of the ones that I was working with. Now, I was lucky enough to hatch a variety of different mutations like the Lutino, sea green Lutino, and Par Blues, and now we have a completely different and new mutation that I've just recently hatched, and I'm over the moon. I'm so excited. This is one of the fun things about working with these birds. These parrot finches are very similar to Gouldians. You pair them up, and if you're lucky enough to have a variety of different gene pools or different mutations within that bloodline, you just never know what you're going to end up with. And this one right here is considered a dilute or a pastel. Now, I've seen pictures of these birds in Europe. I don't know exactly how many of them are here in the US and how common they are here, but it's not something that is very common. It's a bit more common over in Europe where these mutations first came from. Once we place these birds next to each other, we can start to appreciate the differences between the pastel mutation and the normal wild type color. We can see that on the left, the pastel has a lime color to its feather. It's very bright in color when it comes to the greens, and it's even brighter when it comes to the reds of the face and the tail. When compared to the normal coloration of these red-throat parrot finches, you can see that the normal has more of a dull green and a dull red. Now, one of the things that I did notice with this mutation in particular is that the quality of the feathers does diminish. One of the main things that this bird has is horrible feather qualities, and I don't know why it is that this mutation portrays that, but unfortunately once you get this mutation you will notice that the feather quality is a bit different than the feather quality of the normal bird. And this is something that I've also noticed in some of the ones that I've seen from Europe. I did notice that their feather quality was a bit off. They don't seem to be quite as tight, and it's just completely different. Once we see it here, you notice that the wings, the feather quality of the wings are completely different than that of the normal colored red-throat parrot finch. So if you have an idea as to why the feather quality does go down in this mutation, go to the comment section below and let me know what you think. Now, one of the things that I did notice with this bird or this mutation as well is that they're easily distinguishable when they are young. You don't have to wait until they molt for you to be able to know that you have a pastel or a dilute mutation. As soon as they leave the nest, you're able to tell right off the bat the differences between their color, and that is because the chicks that recently fledge already have a very light coloration to their feathers when compared to the normal ones. As you can see here, both of these are from the same clutch, and right off the back you can tell that the dilute or the pastel is very bright in color when compared to its sibling, which is a lot darker in color. And once we place them here side by side, we're able to see the difference from the chick after it fledges to right after it finishes its molt. This mutation is beautiful, the coloration is amazing, and I am in love with it. I really love how colorful and bright these birds are. The only downside to this mutation is the feather quality. So if you're working with this mutation and know a little bit more about it, I would love to hear your experience with it. And tell me a little bit more about why the feather quality of this mutation is so bad the way that it is. I have noticed that both birds that came out with this mutation have a hard time or a harder time flying and getting around just because of the feather quality that they have. Alright guys, well this is going to be the end of another video. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, like always, consider subscribing and remember to hit the like button. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and we will see each other in the next video.